the day. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Howard over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 17 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him out of the end zone in this one.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Operating from the gun, Howard. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead at 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
To throw is Howard on first down. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Howard. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Howard. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Quentin Williams, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, the 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Here's Howard. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Touchdown! Davante Adams with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Howard. Open man, that's Renfro. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it? Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time. Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. John Franklin Myers. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Running left, it's Hall. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Howard now to throw on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Howard on 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howard, he'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Jacobs going to try the middle. And that one opened up for him well, as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, as he's run it 11 times. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital, because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down right around the 25. Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Howard. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Howard to throw on 3rd down. Throwing left sideline, complete. That's Jacobs. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Phillips. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Jones now off the bootleg. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
To throw is Howard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Howard throwing on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Howard complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw again. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Jones throwing to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Jones on 1st down. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. James Cook, a touchdown run in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 2nd down, it's Phillips. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Howard now on 1st and 10. Caught out right by Renfro. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Howard. He hits Adams, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain at 21 yards. That catch pulls him level all-time with Terrell Owens, who finished with 1,078 receptions. So now he's at 1,078 and rising. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now Howard to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Back to throw. Howard. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
They'll run on 1st down. Phillips. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Raiders have got him. John Franklin Myers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Now a throw to the left sideline, and he's got it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Howard on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch. Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Howard. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet. You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Jones now. Throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game. It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, Jacobs once more. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. The defense, they're blitzing here. Jones. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And New York set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over.
Jones hit and the ball's out. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. Phillips. And he is going to have a Jets first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Jones throwing on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now Jones on 1st down. He completes it to Wilson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Throwing left side, it's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Howard. Off play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Jets. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a... Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into defense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high gear you can get into. This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.